HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of HCAM News. I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy, here to fill you in with what's happening in Hopkinton. On today's edition of HCAM News, we have the latest Hiller Sports Report. Plus, we talk with Baypath Humane Society about the upcoming Paws and Claws 5K, plus much more. But first, we caught up with Kelly Grill at the Hopkinton Center for the Arts to find out what's happening at the HCA.
These are highlighting three different artists, one of Russian descent, one from Ukraine, and one from Asia. And they are talking about, the theme is fairy tales, sort of looking at things a little bit differently. If you read the artist statement, it's really amazing about this one artist being a Russian Jew and her perspective of all that's going on in the world right now. It's really pretty fascinating. So we've had a really tremendous response to this art show. We encourage people to come by and take a look.
Terrific. How long is this display up for?
It's up for another few weeks, and then we go into our winter show, which is a fundraiser for us. We have our students and some of our teachers that create winter scenes in artwork and some wreaths and things, and then after that's our member show.
Excellent. So what else is going on here at the HCA? Any classes or programs that you want people to know about?
Yes, there's always things happening, things going on. It's not too late to join some of our fall programming, but we have a lot of special workshops this season. So whether it's in the visual or performing arts, there's some workshops for students and adults. Most importantly, people need to know that there's a lot of adult workshops that happen that could work well into your schedule, whether it's just a one-day workshop or 3 or 4 weeks. So we hope people will check all those out on our events page.
Terrific. And you got the big Halloween event coming up. Can you talk about your Halloween event?
Yes, we're very excited. This is sort of our big weekend of events. We have our traditional, it all started with our 5K. And we're partnering with the Moms Club this year. So what's new and special is that the 5K is a costumed 5K run, and then afterwards we're having a family Halloween party with partnering with the Moms Club. So we will have some food and music and games, and we'll have our beer garden and a little Oktoberfest feel. So you're welcome to come and participate in the 5K, or just come for the Halloween party with your little ones in their costumes. Then, in addition, that's just the anchor, that is on the 27th. Moving backward, on Saturday the 26th, we have our Wicked Pickle tournament. We're partnering with the YMCA. That's being held over on 45 East Street at the YMCA Outdoor Center. And again, a costumed pickleball contest. Seems like pickleball is still very, very popular with people.
2 new courts in town this year.
Yes, and more popping up all over, which is really great. And then our big event now has become the Haunt, and the Haunt is now 2 weekends. It is a full town built in the Outdoor Center at the YMCA, and the theme this year is a wedding. There's a wedding happening at Deadwoodville, and it's a theatrical, interactive event, sure to scare and delight audiences, because it really is a wonderful theme. There's a lot to look at, musical numbers, and I think people would really have a lot of fun and be surprised. And these are all fundraisers to support both the Hopkinton Center for the Arts and the Metro West YMCA.
Terrific. Now, will it scare the little ones too much, or are they good?
No, yeah, I think I think it's probably, the Haunt is good for like 10 and up, and but then the family fun party is for the little ones that are younger than that, more geared toward even 1-year-olds to 10-year-olds.
All right, and if people want to find out more about all the Halloween festivities, where can they go?
So the best place to go is our website, hopartcenter.org, but we also have information on the YMCA's website, and on wickedhaunt.org is our website for just the Haunt.
Excellent. All right. Anything else you want to get out there?
We are just really, so much is happening. I continue to be amazed at some people who have not been here. So we just encourage people to come on in, take a look at the art show. It's been beautiful weather. Sit on the porch, sit in the back in the amphitheater, and just come and join us.
Hello, everybody. Tom Nappy here. We are joined by Liz Jeffress from Baypath Humane Society. Liz, how are you today?
Good, Tom. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it, as
Thanks,
always.
thanks for coming on. And I understand Baypath very busy over there right now. Before we get into the event, we're going to talk about how's everything going at Baypath.
It's good. It's very busy, Tom. I celebrate my 13th year with Baypath next week, and I've never seen the local need as bad as it is now. Just a lot of people, particularly in the dog realm, the people struggling with housing, affording medical care and whatnot. So we're seeing a lot of surrenders of animals that are just, whereas oftentimes it's behavior is generally the number one reason, but that it is now like other circumstances. And what you find is these pets come in, a lot of them are behind on their medical because it just can't be a priority for people that are struggling with other things. So it's busy. It's busy, but we're grateful to be in a position to help. Thanks to the support of our community and these wonderful events.
Yeah, well, the community's certainly lucky to have you guys, and of course, all the animals around the community lucky to have you guys as well there for them, and putting some great animals in some great homes.
Thanks.
So you got the Paws and Claws 5K coming up. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, this is our 15th one. We have it at the wonderful Hopkinton State Park, as always. We usually whether when the weather gods smile upon us, as they have done for so many years, we usually have over 400 human and dog visitors or attendees. It's a 5K run walk, so no pressure to run. It is timed event. People enjoy that. We have like the prizes and whatnot. And the funds raised go to, just the general day to day, the vaccinations, the food, the building, keeping the place going. So it's one of our 3 key fundraisers every year, and it's one of the biggest and best.
Absolutely, and it's a good opportunity for someone to get out there and take a walk with their dog and have a good time. So if somebody wants to get involved in this event, how can they get involved? Where can they go? And what can they do? I mean, obviously you got a need for the participants, but is there a need for volunteers or anything like that as well?
Yeah, we're still looking for some volunteers for the event to help. Obviously, we want people to join the run walk. You can get all the information on our website, baypathhumane.org. It's right on the front, and we have a whole page designated dedicated to it. We're always looking for sponsors. Those really make the events that much more successful for us. Great way to get your name out, your business name or individual. Some people do fundraising pages, to sponsor their run walk, and then just participation, either in the form of the run walk itself or, to your point, volunteering. But it's all on the website and how to reach out and everything.
Excellent. How's the participation looking so far this year? You got a lot of people.
Oh, great. I think we're already breaking the record with sponsors because our local community is amazing, and closing in not far off from 200 registrations already. So it's good. It's going to be good. But we always want more people.
That's terrific. And when's that taking place again?
Sunday, October 20th. And it's so online registration goes until the 18th, Friday at midnight. But you can do, and then the next alternative is that same day registration that morning. You can register at the event because some people wait to see what's going on or wait to look at the weather. We often get a fair number of same days, which is great, and we're prepared for that. That opens at 9. And then we have like a vendor village, some local companies, some of the sponsors come and set up booths and whatnot. And the race itself starts at 10:30.
All right, terrific. Paws and Claws 5K, always a good time. And Liz, I understand that you guys often need help at the shelter, people to walk dogs, things like that. So if someone wants to get involved with that, how could they reach out to you?
Yeah, great. No, always. We always need volunteers. We really love to have foster homes to get these guys out, like this little foster right here. But yeah, if you go to our website, right at the top, on the navigation, it's get involved. You can look at volunteering and fostering. And in terms of the on-site volunteer stuff, we give information on what shifts we're looking for. We have dog care and cat care, but also like shelter cleaning, which you would think wouldn't be that exciting, but we have so many wonderful people that come and help us do the dishes and laundry, and they joke that it's different when you're doing dishes and laundry for like the dogs and the cats. It's much more fulfilling than doing it at home, so. And then transport. We always need like transport to the different vet appointments and whatnot. So some people that can't give a ton of time can pick up drive a dog to a vet appointment. Occasionally, we want you on our team.
Terrific. Oh, what's that little guy's name?
This is Cookie. She is she lost her family. They had some housing stuff, but she is blind. She can definitely see shadows, so she gets around well, and she has had some medical stuff, so we're dealing with that, but she's doing well with I have a couple other dogs and cats, and she's great, but she likes to bark when I get on video, so she has to join every video. It's part of the deal.
Well, she was a great participant in this interview.
Yes, really. Well, she was quiet, so that's a win.
All right, Liz. Well, thank you so much for filling us in, and we look forward to the Paws and Claws 5K coming up.
Thank you so much, Tom, and thanks to HCAM. You guys are always great to us. We really appreciate it.
We are going to take a quick time out. A whole lot more HCAM news ahead. Don't go anywhere.
HCAM is supported by our viewers. Thank you. And by the Hopkinton Independent newspaper and online news site. The newspaper reaches 100% of the homes and businesses in town, and the website is updated daily with exclusive Hopkinton content. Readers can receive a daily newsletter and breaking news alerts via email.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toon Time has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toon Time, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
Welcome back to HCAM News. The Hiller Fall sports season is in full swing, and it was a big rivalry week in Week 4. Here are the latest highlights. To start Week 4 of the Hiller Fall 2024 season, girls soccer hosted Millis on Tuesday, September 24th, and got things going early and often. By the keeper, Ella Maher. Millis led by head coach Steve Bigelow. Recupero takes a shot and nets one for a while, but they have really expanded and gotten a good amount of participants as of late. Into the box. There's a shot off the crossbar and in, and that is Alex Clark. Back to Nina. Here she comes. Nina TZ sends it over. Recupero with a shot. And off the deflection, the ball comes loose. And O'Connor pops it in. Oh, Mashad had a good opportunity there to grab her first goal of the season. Recupero. And with ease puts it in to the left side of the net. 4 goals in the first half. The Hillers would end up taking the game 5-0. Maddie Recupero netted a pair of goals in the victory. The Hillers also captured road wins versus Bellingham and Algonquin and finished the week with 9 wins and 0 losses. On Wednesday, September 25th, Hiller Field Hockey hosted Bellingham, and it was a good back-and-forth battle. Competitive battle here today. That's sent out, top of the circle, there's a shot, and it's in! What a nice score there for Bellingham. It's Vallis. Bellingham, they're keeping an eye on her. Here comes the Hillers, a 2-on-1. Finnegan approaching to the net, and she'll ring it in. Mary Finnegan with her 3rd goal of the season. Bellingham nets 1 in the first quarter. Hillers responded in the second quarter. It was 1-1 into the halftime break. Bellingham 3-6-0. Medway 1-5-0 in front of the net, kicked away. Bellingham on the attack. There's a shot towards the net and in. And Bellingham reclaims the lead. A lot of talent around the TVL. Out in front, and the Hillers looking to strike. Is that ball still loose? Yes, it is. And it's put in. So the Hillers even things up. Stick down there, able to block that pass. Out in front, into the attack area, and it's put in! Abby Burke with the score. And the Hillers have taken the lead. Hillers net 2 goals in the third quarter, following an early score by Bellingham, and it was a 3-2 Hiller lead heading into the fourth quarter. Laputi sends it out. Cormier closing in. Wynn trying to move it up. And 5 seconds left. Bellingham, they have to work quick here. And that is going to do it. A good defensive battle in the fourth quarter, and the Hillers hang on to take the game 3-2 and improve to 4 wins, 4 losses, and a tie on the season. That night, Hiller Girls Volleyball also hosted Bellingham. The Blackhawks of Bellingham entered the game undefeated at 8-0. Hillers were 7-4 coming into the game. Matt Clancy had the call of the intense back and forth action.
Track that one down. Nolan, big swing, nice. And Sid kind of pops it up. Gabby has to track it down. Adriana adjusts, coming back over. Gabby just sends it deep. What a heads-up play by Gabby. Hopkinton takes set number 1, 25-17, 24-18. Still set point for Bellingham. That's in. Oh my! This is incredible. Had to take the headset off there. That was just an awful call. 25-18, Bellingham takes set number 2. Trying to close out set number 3. Dig in. Big serve long by Soto. 25-19, Hopkinton takes set number 3. Set point in set number 4. Wow, diving play by Soto to keep that one alive. Evie bumps it outside Adriana. Nice job to keep that one alive. Adriana, another block at the net by Bellingham. Gabby outside for Addie. It clips off the net, and that will do it! Hopkinton takes set number 5, 15-5, and the match. What a fun night of volleyball this was. Thanks to everyone who tuned in and the rest of the HCAM crew.
The Hillers take the 5th set, 15-5, to capture the win and hand Bellingham their first loss of the season. Adriana Aquino racked up 15 kills in the match. Olivia Carazza contributed 4 aces. Hopkinton went on to fall 3-2 to a good Algonquin team that Friday, but beat Shrewsbury via a sweep on Saturday, September 28th, to finish the week with 9 wins and 4 losses. On Thursday, September 26th, Hiller Boys Soccer hosted Bellingham on a rainy evening. It was a 1-0 Hiller lead heading into the second half. The Hillers would add 3 more goals and take the win 4-0. Hopkinton improves to 2-4-2 on the season. Bellingham falls to 1-6-3. Hiller football captured a Friday night win on the road, taking down Newton South in dominant fashion by a final of 42-14. Nick Pedroli had 4 touchdowns, and Josh Buentello also had a pair of touchdowns. Hiller football captured a crucial win over a Division I opponent and is now 1-2 on the season. The Select Board got an update about the progress of the proposal to be put forward at town meeting for the town of Hopkinton to comply with the state's MBTA communities law.
So that's going to go to the planning board, probably not on Monday, but likely at the next meeting on October 7th.
So they're presenting 3 options.
Correct.
Are they making a recommendation on any of those 3?
Is Zach making a recommendation? Yeah. So they've ranked them. They prefer the one that went to town meeting in May as the top choice. The second choice was the Walcott Valley downtown subdistrict, and then the third choice would be the Indian Brook condos.
Okay.
But that's up to the planning board to decide which one or multiple they want to move forward. Spoke to town council today about that, and there is a possibility of moving 2 forward to town meeting to have town meeting choose between the 2.
This new law requires that an MBTA community shall have at least one zoning district of reasonable size in which multifamily housing is permitted as of right and meets other criteria set forth in the statute. The previous attempt to pass an article in order to comply with the state MBTA communities law failed at the 2024 Hopkinton Annual Town Meeting back in May, falling short of the required majority by 8 votes. 3 proposals by the Zoning Advisory Committee are being moved forward for debate.
John, do you mind sharing a little bit of the rationale for the 3 options that the ZAC committee is sending forward? Just kind of what they're thinking behind each one of those in just a couple of minutes so we can get a little context for why.
Sure. So there's 3 criteria, and I probably said this ad nauseum. So there's 3 criteria that we have to meet. The capacity, the unit capacity, which is 750 units. That's not 750 that have to be built, but that's how many have to be zoned to be allowed. The 50-acre minimum, and then the 15 unit per acre density across the whole district. And so they're trying to balance getting those 50 acres and kind of just over 50 acres so that we're not going too much over 50. Getting those 50 acres, but then having the other parameters match up so that we can meet the other criteria. And also, one of the things that Zach has been working with is finding parcels that are not imminently developable. And so they found these larger parcels with condo developments that are already multifamily near downtown or near the train station and are likely not going to be developed in the next 5 to 10 years because people are already living there. And so that was really the rationale to try and get a little bit from what the people are saying. We don't want more development, and then we still need to meet the criteria.
So for an existing neighborhood that's fairly dense by Hopkinton standards already, is that neighborhood at risk of getting additional density placed on that parcel? Or does that density already count towards the numbers? So we're just putting it in the mix to
For like the condo units?
Like for Indian Brook, for example, yeah. So, or across from Carboni's there. Like, if there's already condos in place, do we have to add more or?
No.
So we,
No, so the compliance is just having the zoning in place. It's not actually developing the units. So if you've got a development, the Preserve, Walcott Valley Condominiums, or Indian Brook, those are all developed under special permits usually. I know Preserve was, I assume Walcott and Indian Brook were. But you'd have to amend the special permit, also get the buy-in from the owners, and it's just this process that would likely not be feasible in order to add units to them. So it would really be kind of overtaking the whole development and then redeveloping it as multifamily. And so it's not that you could really add units to increase that density on those parcels right away.
For more information about this, you could visit our website, hcam.tv. We have created a TVL-related show called TVL Sportsnet, and we are going to be working with several community access stations that cover TVL teams. We got nearly every TVL station on board with helping create content for the show, as well as airing it in their respective towns. So we are very excited. We are hoping to have the first episode sometime in October. So it's time to tell you about some happenings in town you should know about. On Wednesday, October 16th, the Hopkinton Area Land Trust hosts its annual meeting. The public is invited. It will take place at 249 Wood Street in Woodville. For more information, you can head over to our website, hcam.tv. Our picture of the week, Hopkinton Hillers football grabbed a road win over Newton South, 42-14 in the road victory. Nick Pajoli had 4 touchdowns, and Josh Quintello also had a pair of touchdowns as the Hillers get their first win of the season. They are now 1-2 overall. Upcoming town government meetings include on Monday, October 7th, we'll have the planning board meeting at 7 p.m. And on Thursday, October 10th, airing on HCAM Ed as well as our YouTube page at 7 p.m., the school committee meeting. To view all upcoming town government meetings, head over to hcam.tv/gov, or for more information, head to the town website at hopkintonma.gov. Believe it or not, we are out of time for this edition of HCAM News, but don't worry, next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., we'll be back for more. For everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.